If you want to speed up your painting workflow in Krita, the pop-up palette is one of those features that can save you a ton of time. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to use the pop-up palette in Krita, how the color selector works, how to switch brush sets, and how to customize the layout so it fits the way you draw. And if this tutorial helps you out, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more helpful Krita tips and software tutorials. Let's start with the basics. The pop-up palette is designed to give you fast access to your most important tools without breaking your workflow. To open it, you usually just right-click on the canvas or use the shortcut you've set up in Krita. Once it appears, you'll see a circular menu with several different sections, and each part is meant to help you work faster. In the center, you'll find the color selector. This works very similarly to Krita's advanced color selector. The outer ring is where you choose the hue, so if you want red, blue, green, or any other base color, just click around that ring to pick it. Then, inside the ring, there's a triangle that lets you fine-tune the saturation and brightness. That means you can make your color more vivid, more muted, lighter, or darker without opening any extra panels. This is perfect when you want to stay focused on drawing instead of constantly moving your eyes around the workspace. Right around that center area, you'll also notice the color history ring. This is a small circle of swatches that shows your most recently used colors. It's incredibly useful because you can quickly jump back to a color you used just a moment ago without needing to search for it again. If you're painting with a lot of repeated tones, this can save a surprising amount of time. Now, let's look at the brush presets. The outer circle of the pop-up palette contains your active brush slots. Each slot can hold one of your brush presets, and clicking on a slot instantly switches your current brush. So if you're sketching, inking, painting, or blending, you can jump between brushes with just one click. That makes the pop-up palette a lot faster than digging through long brush lists every time you want to change tools. At the bottom of the palette, Krita gives you a few quick utilities that are really handy while you work. First is the zoom slider, which lets you zoom in or out on your canvas quickly. There's also a 100% reset button, which is great when you want to instantly return to your normal view. Next is the canvas rotation dial, which lets you rotate your canvas for more comfortable drawing angles. If you do a lot of line work or sketching, this can make a big difference in how natural your strokes feel. You'll also find the mirror canvas button. This is especially useful if you want to check your symmetry, proportions, or overall composition. Flipping your canvas helps you spot mistakes that are easy to miss when you've been staring at the same drawing for too long. And finally, there's a canvas-only mode toggle, which hides your side dockers and gives you more room to focus on the artwork itself. If you want a cleaner workspace while painting, this is a great option. Now, let's talk about swapping brush sets. By default, the pop-up palette usually fills its brush slots with your favorites tag. That's helpful if you already have a group of brushes you use all the time. But Krita also lets you change those brush slots to different tags from your brush library. To do that, look for the small tag icon at the bottom right edge of the palette. It usually looks like a folder or label symbol. Click that icon and you'll see a list of tags from your brush library. From there, you can choose a different set such as inking, digital, blenders, or any other tag you've created. As soon as you select one, the brush slots update instantly to match that tag. This is a great way to organize your tools by task, so you can keep sketching brushes in one set, line art brushes in another, and texture or blending brushes in another. If you want even more control, Krita lets you customize the palette layout too. You can change the size of the wheel, increase the size of the color selector, and even adjust how many brush slots appear in the outer ring. To do this, go to the top menu and open Settings, then choose Configure Krita. On macOS, you may see Krita, then Preferences instead. Once the settings window opens, click the pop-up palette tab in the sidebar. From here, you can adjust the palette size slider to make the entire palette larger or smaller, depending on your screen size and workflow. You can also change the color selector size, which affects how big the center color tool appears. If you prefer more brush options in the palette, look for the number of brushes field and increase it. Krita lets you expand it well beyond the default, all the way up to 45 slots, which is fantastic if you want one palette to hold a larger part of your toolkit. After you make your changes, click Apply, and then OK to save everything. Once that's done, open the pop-up palette again, and you'll see your updated layout in action. At that point, you can test different brush tags, check the color selector, and decide what setup feels best for you. So that's how to use the pop-up palette in Krita. It gives you fast access to colors, brush presets, history swatches, zoom, rotation, mirroring, and even workspace controls, all in one compact tool. Once you get used to it, it can make your drawing sessions much smoother and a lot more efficient. If this video helped you, please hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more Krita tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.